That ice cream man has impeccable timing.
It's Bailey from Making It from the Midwest, and this is going to be a tutorial showing you how to get this look that I have on right now. It's a beach-inspired eye with a blue, a turquoisey, teal blue crease and sandy brown lids, and then a golden, kind of more natural lip to tie everything together. So if you'd like to see how I do it, please continue watching. Alright, to start the entire look off with my eyes, I am going in with Mary Kay's eye primer and placing that all over the lid, brow bone, underneath the eye. You know the drill. This is not a very opaque liner. It is sticky. It's a wonderful sticky base, but it's definitely not opaque. So if you're looking for coverage, something like MAC Painterly, something along those lines, this will not give it to you, but it's an excellent sticky base. Alright, then for shadows, get it? I am using, first off, Urban Decay's Half Baked from the Naked 2 palette, although you can find it in Naked 1, and I'm sure it is sold alone. But I'm going to use Half Baked, and I'm going to use it on the inner corner, as well as underneath the inner corner, and pretty much taking that all the way to about the first half of my eyelid. Then I'm going in with Chopper and that same flat shader brush. This just happens to be the one that comes with the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to place that on the outer half of my eyelid, really blending it into Half Baked. I'm also going to place that shade on my lower lash line, blending it into that gold, and then taking it all the way to the outer part. Now for the outer corner, I am taking Snakebite, still the same flat shader brush. This is a pretty easy tutorial brush-wise, and I'm placing that in the outer corner, kind of sweeping it down towards the lash line, and really just blending it into that copper. And then I'm also placing that on the outer portion of my lower lash line. Alright, now for the fun part, here comes the color, and I'm using Inglot's Rainbow Eyeshadow in 104R, and I'm taking the darkest teal color from that trio, and I'm placing that just above my crease. I'm placing it in my crease as well, but I really want that color to peek out I have it on my right eye. I really want it to peek out up and over the crease, so it's just like a hint of something pops. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do this. Now I'm going back into the Naked 2 palette, taking Foxy and placing that just underneath my eyebrow and blending it into that teal, so there's not any kind of harsh line. And I do that first because then I'm going to take the same edge from that flat shader, place it in the dark teal color that I've been using in my crease, and line the outer portion of my lower lash line again. Once you have that down, it's time for liner and lashes. And for liner, this is Wet n Wild's Color Icon eyeliner in bronze, and I'm just sweeping that on my upper lash line, keeping it pretty close to the lash line. Then on the lower lash line, I'm going in with my Cargo Swimmables eyeliner in teal, but there's also a dupe for this color in Stila. I believe it's the shade Peacock. It looks exactly the same, so you can use that. This just happens to be what I have, and I'm trying to use it all up. And I'm placing that on the lower lash line. Sorry, not the lower lash line, the lower waterline. That's what we're doing right now. Now for the lashes, and I'm using Maybelline's Mega Plush Volume Express mascara, and I have really been enjoying this mascara lately because it's very lightweight. Apparently it has a new like mousse formula, and I can tell the difference. I was a little skeptical as to, okay, not on the brows. I was a little skeptical as to whether I'd be able to tell the difference between this and some other formula, and I really can. It feels really light, and the brush is, it's pretty decent. It looks like a weird blend between a fibery, bristly wand and a rubberized wand. Don't talk and do makeup, people. So on my face, what I've done is started with the Spot Concealer by The Balm. It says Time Balm, and it has tea tree oil in it. I have some breakouts going on my chin and in various other places on my face. What else is new? But the tea tree oil helps kill the bacteria and dry them out. And so this is the first thing I put on because if it's close to your skin, the more effective it can be. So that's the first thing I put on, and then I put on my foundation, which might seem kind of weird, but that's why I just explained why I did that. So that goes on first. Then I put on this Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer, also by The Balm. If you're wondering why all these products are from The Balm, and the next two will be as well, it's because I got them in a kit from Marshalls or TJ Maxx. They have like those foundation or skincare kits sometimes there, and that's where I got it. So 4 products for 20 bucks. Excellent deal, but that's why they're all from The Balm. This is The Balm's Balm Shelter in the shade Light Medium, and it's just their tinted moisturizer, and I really like it. Then I put on what is kind of the real deal concealer in the kit, whereas this was a spot concealer. This is a heavier formulation, and it's made for like the colored areas on your under eye or maybe some other hyperpigmentation or discoloration you have on your face. It's just really a thicker concealer, and it is called Time Balm Concealer, again by The Balm. Then I set all that business by using the Sexy Mama Anti-Shine Translucent Powder, and unlike something that I was just using recently, actually, this Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder, this has very little coverage, so don't use this expecting to get any sort of more coverage on top of your tinted moisturizer. This really is just to set your powder, unless you really layer it on, and then it might give you a little something something. But this is pretty sheer, it's very translucent like it says, despite having a kind of flesh toned coloring to it. So for bronzer, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is from the Wonder Woman collection in the shade Pink Power. I still have not used all mine up, although the question is, who has? Really? Let me know if you've used this up, because that's a ton of product if you're just using it for yourself. So taking that and a kabuki brush, and I am swiping that. I just mix the bronzer and the blush together because there's no way I can separate them, especially with a kabuki brush. And I am just doing that and then kind of swirling it in this cap area to kind of tap off excess, and then I'm running that along my back of my cheekbones, in the temples, all the places where you want to be bronzed and beached ready. Beached ready? Like a whale? No, that's ridiculous. Beach ready. Then on the cheeks, I'm taking this color by Laura Mercier. It's the Second Skin Cheek color in Peach Whisper, and I'm placing that, you know, where you put blush, on the apples, working it into that bronzer that I just laid down. Alright, so to finish off this look, I just have this NYX lip liner pencil in the shade Peekaboo Neutral, which is kind of a mauve, a light mauve-based neutral brown shade. And then over that, in the center of the top and bottom of my lips, I have this by the brand Ultra Femme. So not everyone is going to be able to get this because I was in my Mexico haul, so it is perhaps exclusive to those living in Mexico, but it's by the brand Ultra Femme, and it's in the shade Golden Girl. Any gold gloss will make this look happen for you though, so you don't need this particular one, as with any tutorial. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you'd like to see more of these kind of beach inspired tutorials, please subscribe because they will be coming up. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.